Great to see you.
Good
Welcome
morning.
back.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Listen, the first thing is congratulations.
Boyer, the former First Lady, has been noticeably absent on her husband's campaign trail.
And people need to decide what they really want. Maybe some, strong tweets, but
Melania Trump has just won a historic $900 million defamation lawsuit against The View, marking a significant moment in media accountability. The lawsuit, which targeted both the show and its co-host Sunny Hostin.
You need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I file a few lawsuits and I'm in the court.
Boyer, the former First Lady, has been noticeably absent on her husband's campaign trail.
Has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and beyond. For years, The View has operated as a daytime talk show known for its strong political opinions and controversial takes on public figures, often targeting conservatives and those associated with Donald Trump. But this time, their words have come back to haunt them in the most expensive way possible. The controversy erupted when Sunny Hostin made a series of personal attacks against Melania during a live broadcast. She accused the former First Lady of secretly despising her husband, suggested that she only stayed with him for financial reasons, and even claimed that she had destroyed the White House rose garden out of resentment. These statements were presented not as speculation or jokes, but as facts, with the rest of The View's panel nodding along in agreement. The show's audience, accustomed to the host's unchecked commentary, laughed and applauded as Hostin continued her baseless accusations. But Melania Trump refused to let these remarks go unchallenged. Having endured years of media scrutiny and relentless attacks, she finally decided to push back.
On Fox News to promote her new memoir. Apparently, she's answered personal and political questions. Take a look.
I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady.
Her legal team wasted no time in filing a defamation lawsuit that meticulously laid out how The View had crossed the line from political commentary into outright falsehoods meant to damage her reputation. The lawsuit made it clear that the accusations made against her were not just offensive, but legally actionable, as they were designed to harm her public image and personal standing. The legal battle that followed was intense. ABC, the network that airs The View, scrambled to defend itself, arguing that the show's discussions fell under free speech protections. However, Melania's legal team presented overwhelming evidence that showed a clear pattern of targeted attacks against her and other conservative women. They provided examples of past statements made by The View's hosts, demonstrating how they routinely engaged in smear campaigns while avoiding similar scrutiny of left-leaning public figures. The trial stretched over several months, drawing national attention. Legal analysts pointed out that the case was unprecedented in its scale, as defamation lawsuits of this magnitude are rarely successful against major media networks. However, as the evidence piled up, it became clear that The View had gone beyond opinion and into deliberate defamation. The hosts had made claims about Melania's marriage, personal life, and character without any factual basis, and they had done so with a level of confidence that suggested they believed themselves to be untouchable.
On Fox News to promote her new memoir. Apparently, she's answered personal and political questions. Take a look.
The final verdict was a massive blow to The View and ABC. The jury ruled in favor of Melania Trump, awarding her $900 million in damages. This staggering sum is one of the largest defamation settlements in history and a major financial hit for ABC, which now faces the possibility of canceling The View altogether. The lawsuit has not only shaken the network, but has also raised serious questions about the future of media commentary and the limits of free speech on television. Behind the scenes, ABC executives are in full-blown crisis mode. The View has been one of their flagship programs for decades, but the financial burden of this lawsuit, coupled with the damage to their reputation, may be too much to recover from. Advertisers are reportedly pulling their sponsorships, not wanting to be associated with a show that just cost its parent company nearly $1 billion.
Boyer, the former First Lady, has been noticeably absent on her husband's campaign trail.
There are serious discussions about whether to cancel the show entirely or undergo a massive overhaul that would involve firing the most problematic hosts. Sunny Hostin, who played the central role in this controversy, has gone silent since the verdict was announced. Normally one to defend herself and double down on her statements, She has instead avoided social media, interviews, and public appearances altogether. This sudden disappearance has only fueled speculation that her position at ABC is no longer secure. The network is reportedly considering whether firing her would help salvage what's left of The View's credibility. If she does lose her job, it would be a massive fall from grace for someone who once positioned herself as the show's legal expert and moral authority. Meanwhile, The View's other co-hosts are feeling the pressure as well. Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar, both of whom have made similarly inflammatory remarks in the past, are reportedly worried that this lawsuit could set off a chain reaction. If Melania Trump was willing to take legal action and win this big, who else might follow? The show has a long history of making reckless statements about public figures, and this case has opened the door for others to challenge them in court. The implications of this case extend far beyond The View. Media outlets across the industry are now reassessing their legal vulnerabilities. Defamation lawsuits have historically been difficult to win, especially against talk shows that argue their content falls under protected speech. But Melania's victory has set a precedent that could change the game. It has shown that media figures are not immune to accountability, and that spreading falsehoods about public figures can come with real consequences. Melania, who has often been dismissed by the media as silent or passive, has emerged from this lawsuit stronger than ever.
I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
She proved that she is not someone to be underestimated and that she is willing to fight back when wronged. This case wasn't just about money, it was about respect and integrity. By standing up for herself, she has sent a powerful message to the media. Reckless attacks and defamatory statements will no longer be tolerated. The fallout from this lawsuit is still unfolding. ABC is scrambling to figure out its next move, advertisers are distancing themselves, and legal teams across the industry are reviewing past statements to assess their own risks. There is even speculation that more lawsuits could follow, as other public figures who have been targeted by media smear campaigns consider taking similar action. For The View, the future remains uncertain. The show, once a dominant force in daytime television, is now fighting for survival. The network has to decide whether to try to rehabilitate its image or cut its losses and cancel the program altogether. If they choose the latter, it would mark the end of an era and serve as a cautionary tale for other media outlets that have built their brands on controversy and unchecked rhetoric. One thing is certain, Melania Trump has changed the conversation about media accountability. This lawsuit has forced the industry to reconsider its approach to political discourse and character attacks. Whether or not The View survives this scandal, the impact of this case will be felt for years to come. The days of media personalities making baseless accusations without fear of consequences may finally be coming to an end, and for many, that is a victory worth celebrating.